Alright, welcome to another episode of Mafia Memoirs. My name is Jody Cedric, awesome partner Rod, and of course we are with...
I'm Shane Mayfield from Perfection Plus Auto Detailing.
So we got the awesome opportunity to take a road trip from Boise, Idaho, all the way over to Redmond, Oregon, and we missed a turn, so our road trip ended up being an hour-long extra. I don't know if that was my fault or Rod's fault, but I'll take the blame. So
Yeah, it's all right. It worked.
But it was a gorgeous, awesome. I will post some pictures of our trip. It was excellent drive over, and we are here at Perfection Plus Auto Detailing. And so Shane, tell us about your shop.
So I've been in business here in Redmond almost 9 years now. We do everything from simple hand car washes all the way up to full paint correction, ceramic coatings, you name it, cosmetically with a vehicle here we do it.
Yeah, so you've been here how long? Because I was actually surprised because I'd never been to Redmond, so we left Boise. I knew it was kind of near Bend, and because of our direction, we actually came from the north through Madras.
Yeah, Madras. Yeah.
Madras, and then came down here, and I was actually surprised how big this valley is.
Oh, yeah. Huge. Oh, yeah.
I was expecting kind of a small little town, but
Yeah.
tell me about the area because...
So Redmond is growing like crazy. Last time I heard, our population was right around 45,000 or so, and we're the 7th fastest growing area in the country right now. And so they're building all over the place like crazy. It's a big cattle and ranch area. Outdoor recreation is huge here. A lot of really nice golf courses, horseback riding, world-class fishing. You name it, man. There's all kinds of stuff to do.
And you guys are like, what, 20 minutes from Bend?
Yeah, we're about 20 minutes from Bend.
And Bend is kind of a big hot rod mecca.
Yeah,
there's
super. Yeah,
tons
big
of stuff
car
going on.
guys over here. A lot of hot rod guys. It's also a big, if you're into breweries, a very big brewery place. The #1 brewery place in the country. There's breweries like there's 7-Elevens in other areas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Oh, yeah.
So because of your location, what are the primary types of cars that you work on? I'm sure you're not getting exotics, but...
No, yeah. So honestly, SUVs, mom and pop vehicles with children are primarily what we do here. A lot of interior detailing. That's a big specialty of ours is interior stain removal. Kid cleanup, the typical messes, things like that. Also, ceramic coatings to protect your vehicle and protection from the Central Oregon environment that we're in here.
So I was actually surprised coming in from that end at how big of a farming community it was.
Yeah.
When you come in from the other end, you don't hit as much of that, but
Yeah, from the southbound is more recreational, or when you're when you're on the south end of Deschutes County, it's more recreational and the breweries and golf courses and stuff like that. And then as you go north more, it's more toward the farming community, and also like going northeast as well, like towards Triangle, still more farming and that sort of thing.
Yeah. So you've been IDA certified. You are P&S, Rennie Doyle products, glass parency, ceramic coat. What all do you?
So I'm certified in pretty much anything you could think of. Ceramic coating certified, glass parency certified. I've been through training with Rennie Doyle at Detailing Success. I'm skills validated, IDA certified. I've been to Air Force One. I've been to McCall's. I am the highest end detailer in this area, hands down. I have more training, more certifications than anybody around here. I pride myself on making sure that I'm educated and that I'm up on the proper knowledge and techniques to make sure I'm giving you guys the best possible service that I can provide for you.
So you are an official member of the Detail Mafia. Are you a made man yet?
I am a made man. I got made at Air Force One actually.
I thought I'd remembered that you were made. So
that's
awesome.
And what exactly is required to achieve a made status?
So pretty much being made means that you're doing things the right way, that they believe that you are a qualified detailer, that you are participating in not only the network that we have, but also as a Mafia member, that you're conducting business as an ethical business, that you take pride in what you do, that you believe in helping the industry and bringing people up as a whole, that you're not out, bashing other detailers and trying to knock your competitors down, that you're bringing our industry up as one, right?
Yeah, that's one of the big things. So, and I mentioned this in our last episode, I was at the recent event at the Rag Company where Dave Phillips was there with Rennie Doyle, and they actually introduced a brand new hashtag called Detailing Industry Strong. And the whole idea is that they're trying to elevate not only the professionals in the industry, but also the knowledge of consumers of what they should get, what they can get for their cars and stuff, and really elevate the industry as a whole.
Yeah. And one of the things that I try to do is I try to observe as we come into different shops. And so we came in earlier, Shane was out, had another appointment, and the guys that work here with Shane in the back, extremely courteous, helped us out. They thought we were, just normal customers off the street. What can we help you with? As another customer came in, one of Shane's guys talked to him about some of the hazards of detailing. With if you're opening the hood and we're cleaning out your engine bay that you want us to do, that your electronics could get wet. You need to be aware of those things, and actually just educating a customer that wasn't even actually a customer, that was just here for an estimate.
Yeah.
Of some of the things that can happen to their vehicle. So that's really nice. I mean, it goes along with what you're saying as a Mafia member and trying to elevate the industry. I think a lot of people, in the years past, have viewed detailing as just somebody that's washing a car.
Right.
But there's a lot of things to washing a car. I mean, it's not just washing. It's, what kind of towel are you using? Are you marring the paint with, your old terry towels that you've got around the house that are no good for washing your body anymore? So I think people are realizing that with coatings, it's elevating the industry a lot. And I think just having, Shane's also got products that he sells, and uses some of the industry's highest products, the P&S products that are really making it easier to do your job, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And going back to educating customers. I mean, it's I believe in ethics, and I believe that people should know the risk of having your vehicle detailed. In that case, it was an engine bay, which carries a huge risk. If something goes wrong with that motor, I want them to know, hey, this is a possibility if we do this for you, and I just let them know up front, and like another big thing is using the proper products for what you're doing, rather than just taking like a general purpose degreaser and hosing down your whole interior and cleaning it. That's not how we do things. We pH balance every single product we have here and fit it to the specific material that we're doing on your interior. So like if we're cleaning leather, that product that we're using is pH balanced to the leather. It's not just a general purpose cleaner just to make the leather look nice for you. I'm making sure that down the road here I'm not deteriorating or hurting your vehicle in any way.
Yeah. And that is one of the things as you go through the IDA certification. I know that one of the exams, one of the areas that we cover is the chemicals.
Right.
Making sure that these chemicals are both friendly to the environment, friendly to the vehicles, and friendly to the installer themselves, right? I mean, we're always cautioned on wearing safety equipment, masks, and gloves, and making sure that the chemicals that we're using are not going to cause harm to anything, and not just to the vehicle, right? I mean, it's the humans doing the job as well. So that's always a good thing to see. Walking around your shop, seeing some of the stuff that you've got as safety equipment and things like that. So that's really good.
Yeah, actually, before you came. Seth is the guy, right? I mean, he's super nice. He took us back. We were able to look at a couple of the vehicles that they were working on, and I was really impressed. He's got this little bay where all the different types of rag usage are in a nice little bay, so you don't grab the wrong rag, you have cross contamination. And those are the little things that I picked up. When I walked in, I mean, he just was like, "Oh, hi, how are you? How can I help you?" And we're like, "Oh, well, we're actually here to see Shane," but to actually see him interact with the customer that came in, and he was really, really meticulous about making sure that the potential customer understood that there could be some engine problems because you're getting the engine bay wet, right? But he was really insistent on educating the customer about that. And then also, when your customer came to pick up the Bronco, I mean, the guy was just like, whoa. I mean, you could see the look on his face because that Bronco was 22 years old, had 300,000 miles on it, and it looked awesome. I mean, you would not have known that car had 300,000 miles on it.
So one of the things I like to do when we do this is I talk to people about the actual physical environment they're in. We're in Oregon. Sure. You guys get all kinds of inclement weather. And so talk to us about how you educate your customers the difference between, an Oregon type of environment, and let's say that I moved here from, Northern California or Southern California versus those environments, you know?
Gotcha. So here in Central Oregon, we have a super dry climate, which is super detrimental to cars. Particularly, like we'll use leather as an example, right? So leather has to be hydrated at all times. If not, it starts to crack and chip and that, or not chip, but crack and peel and that sort of thing. And that's what, if you're seeing your leather do that, that's why. It's because it's not hydrated. It's all dried out. And so a big thing here is that I try to educate people on is keeping things hydrated and conditioned, right? And so that's why we have a leather conditioner here. That's why we make sure that we're not just cleaning your leather for you, that we actually are conditioning it to give it some nourishment, and so that it's not getting dried out and cracked. The other things we have here that are real bad for the exterior cars is the de-icer on the road, which everybody knows about, but not everybody kind of assumes that you can just wash the stuff off. Well, its agent that makes the de-icer melt on the ground is something that cannot be washed away. It has to be physically removed or not mechanically removed, but you have to use a chemical to neutralize it and then remove it. It's not something that you just take a wash mitt to or take it through a car wash and can be removed. Sure, it looks on the surface like you can't see it with your eyes, but it's still eating into your chrome, your paint, your plastics and things like that unless you're properly neutralizing it first. So.
Yeah, and then and we're in a similar environment where some of the environments they'll salt the roads or they'll put stuff on it, and one of the I think coolest innovations that's come about in the last couple of years is to actually coat interiors.
Right.
And because that you get floor mats and you get that kind of I don't know what it is.
All the buildup.
Yeah, the buildup. Yeah. Oh geez, it's not salt, but it's chemical based.
Yeah, it's the residue left over from stomping in and out of it.
Yep. Inside of your vehicles, and so people don't understand that they can actually coat that and seal their interior as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
So do you do a lot of the interior coatings? Because I know, when I'm looking out on the internet and when I talk a lot to other detailers, is they talk a lot about the exterior coatings, right?
Yeah.
But you don't hear a lot about the interior coatings. Do you make an effort to educate your customers on that? And are many of them willing to do interior coatings, or are they more worried about the exterior?
It's a little bit of both now. So a lot of people call me about ceramic coating the outsides of their vehicle, and through talking to them through that, then I also I mentioned that we can protect your interior as well, and then I teach them the value of having your interior coated, which is exactly what we're talking about, making it easier to clean, keeping it protected, keeping it hydrated. And it's
not
getting
Scotch guard?
No, yeah, absolutely not. Yeah. And so it's starting to get a lot more popular with the interior coatings, but I think it's a lot because what they see on the internet and what they see in videos is all this exterior, the shiny paint in the sun and how it looks mirror finished, and that's a great benefit in itself. But the interior, keeping it hydrated, just having to do it one time rather than condition your leather all the time, that's a great value that that ceramic coatings bring to it as well.
On an interior coating, how long do those typically last?
It depends on the coating, so they can vary anywhere from 6 months to 5 years. I mean, I have leather coatings here that will last 5 years.
That's good. So.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So where are you located? I mean, we got to get some business your way. Not that you're hurting. I mean, I saw your schedule and it's packed. So
so we have 2 locations here in Redmond. Everybody knows locally the Polar Bear gas station, which is the second location that we opened up in April of this year. That's at Polar Bear Gas Station Car Wash. If you need the address, it's 722 Northwest 6th Street. And then this is our Hemlock location, which is on the east side of Highway 97, just right off the Hemlock Avenue exit off of Highway 97.
So do you have any, so definitely make sure that if you're in this area, that you connect with Shane. But do you have any fun things that you're planning for the upcoming year that you can or are willing to share with us? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. So one big thing that I'm going to start doing is free clinics, just to generally teach people and educate people on detailing and car maintenance. With my coating customers right now, I have them come in for private lessons, and I give them private wash lessons as part of their coating because I want to educate them and make sure their car always looks good and that they know how to do that. Well, it kind of gave me the idea of, hey, I should do this for the public, and I did a little blurb on Facebook about it, and I got a very good response. And so I think next year I'm probably going to have a couple free wash clinics and maintenance clinics, maybe 2 or 3 times throughout the course of the year, and it's just for the general public. It'll be totally free. We'll have a barbecue, and maybe do some burnouts in the back or something. I don't know. We'll figure out something fun to do. So
Invite us. We'll
Yeah.
drive over.
yeah.
We'll
That
light 'em
sounds
up.
like a
That'll
lot
be
of
Yeah,
fun,
yeah, absolutely.
That's great.
So,
Yeah.
Well,
awesome.
we appreciate you taking the time to visit with us.
Yeah.
It's been a great drive over here. And seriously, if you guys are in the Redmond, Bend, Oregon area, give Shane Mayfield and his team at Perfection Plus Auto Detailing a shout, and they will definitely hook you up. So thanks again for joining us for another episode of Mafia Memoirs. And next week, we're going to be at SEMA. So
We'll see you all at SEMA in Las Vegas.
yeah, can't wait for that. See you guys.
Yeah.